Hi there and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the test scheduler to pick out a time to take a test. Here's how. First, you want to access any course in the program and go to the Course Overview and Information folder. You have to do this in Schoology. Once you click here, any course should have the assessment sign-up form right here in this folder. If it doesn't, please ask your teacher so we can make sure that gets added in. If you click on the link, it's going to give you some instructions that you want to read, and then to sign up, you just click where it says click here. It opens up the test scheduler. Fill out the form information with your name information, your student ID, your student email, parent email, and teacher email information. Now, keep in mind that all of these different emails are going to trigger an automatic response to these people so that everyone is in the loop with the time that you signed up to take the test. Now that I've completed all the information above with the information that I need to provide, I need to enter the name of the course I'm taking. In this case, the course is English 8. Where it asks which test are you taking, it says hint, copy and paste the name of the test here. So at this point, you'll need to go back into the course and copy and paste the name of the test and paste it here. Now I've taken the test and I've copied it here, and then I'm going to click the box with the last name. If my last name starts with an A through L, I check the first. If my last name starts with a M through Z, I check the second. Since my name in this case is Weasley, I'm going to go with box 2. And it's going to give me a calendar with some dates and times that I can choose to take the test. Now, the way this is set up is you've got up to 8 days that you can schedule the test in advance. And if I scroll to September, we can see that we actually have time going into the first week in September that we can schedule. And the times change depending on if it's A day or a B day. So you can see that the times change as I'm sifting through. So you should have 2 A-day schedules and 2 B-day schedules, and it's your responsibility as a student to choose a time that works for your schedule without interfering with live sessions from your other courses. So at this point, you may need to pull up your team session and find the best time to schedule a test so that you can take the test without missing class. And every student in the program has time in the morning or in the afternoon throughout the week to schedule the time. But also, don't forget, every student has a pass day, usually on Fridays, most Fridays. So you're able to sign up on Fridays as well and take advantage of that. In this case, nobody in the program has class after 2:50. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan on taking my test at 2:50 on Thursday the 28th. So I'm going to choose the 2:40 p.m. time slot. Now, importantly, I'm not going to be able to start the test until 2:50 or 3 o'clock. But I'm going to go ahead and choose this box because it's the one that happens closest just before the time I can join. And that's okay, because when the test scheduler sends you an email for the test session, she's going to send either a morning block or an afternoon block. And it's up to you to know when you need to take the test so you can sign in. She'll give you the password and then you take the test. At this point, I've completed the form and I'm going to click on submit, and it's going to give you a submission that says thank you, and then it's going to send off an automatic response to you, your parent, and to the teacher with the information about how you just signed up to take the test. Now you can go back and look at that email and know when you've signed up to take the test. Now, importantly, we do have rules around the way that tests need to be taken within our program, and here they are. Every time that a student signs in to take the test during the testing session, our testing proctor has these rules listed up for you to see shared on the screen. So we are using a district device for the test. You will not be allowed to test if you're not using a district device. This is a program requirement because we have to be able to monitor the test being taken both on your screen and also by using your camera, which is another a big factor here. We must have your cameras on face in place. We have to be able to see you. There's no tabs or programs outside of the test that can be used during the testing session. We have no notes or resources besides that which is described in the testing instructions, or if the teacher provides the test proctor with additional information. No phones, TVs, or tablets, or any kind of additional screen. No one is allowed to be with you during a test, including a parent, and all students must completely finish the test during one sitting. Uh, any of these that don't take place or that are violated during the testing session will result in a testing violation, which will be sent to you, your parent, and also the teacher, who will then put a 0 in until you're able to come in person and take the test. There may be some circumstances where, if it's a repeat situation or whatever the circumstances are, where a student may not be allowed to come in and take the test. So it's really, really important that all students follow these guidelines to use the testing scheduler to take their test and do what we're supposed to do in order to comply with program policy. Hope this video is helpful for everyone. If you have any questions, email us at ai@acpsd.net or ask your teacher.